Good morning, great morning, people. Good morning, great morning. 5/5/14. May 5th, 2014. Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mario. I claim this day in my name now. Um, yeah, coming off of an extremely busy weekend. It was a fun weekend. It was a cool. I got to hang out with some people. Hang out weekend. It was a much needed weekend, so I'm grateful for it. Saw the fight. I think it was a draw. Saw my Hawks lose, but they're still my Hawks. Still love them. I don't care what you say. I'm from here. This is my team. Been down since the Omni. Um, Hoping the Falcons do something smart this Thursday. So this is, where the back of my mind is right now. These are all my other thoughts. But well, I wanted to talk to you guys about this morning for this Monday morning message. Again, 5/5/14. It's something that I've been thinking about for a couple of days. It's been, again, like it's always, conversations that happen to me in passing with people that I know, or just things that pop up in my head at random that sit on my chest until this morning for me to get this off for y'all. Today's message is, again, another simple message. Like, you are the answer to your own problems. You are your own solution. Hear yourself over everyone else. Okay? Now, what I mean by that, when I say that, I pretty much mean, let's say, in a sense, if you're having an issue or you're having a problem, we won't go with an example just yet. I'm not able to formulate a good enough example yet. But let's just say if you have an issue or you have a problem, you can look to other people for suggestions, for ideas, for concepts, for support. But at the end of the day, you cannot let another person solve your problem. All right? You cannot let that happen. You can take in other people's suggestions. You can take in outside help. You can take in outside opinions. But when you let somebody solve your problem, they're actually, to a small degree, having control over what your life does. And, I'm not making it seem like a power thing or anything. It's just that everyone is not the same person. We can share similar experiences. You can go and give somebody a recollection of an event that you've had that is similar to what someone's going through, but you cannot answer their problems. You can give somebody a suggestion, but that suggestion is not their answer. They're their own answer. Now, they may take your suggestion and run with it, but at the end of the day, they have to find it within themselves to say, you know what this said touched me to a point where I agree, and this is my answer. This is my resolution. Okay? See, a lot of people turn to other people for the wrong things. It's like we don't listen to ourselves, and that's like, why I said hear yourself above everybody else. To answer yourself, you must know yourself. To know yourself, you must listen to yourself. You really have to hear yourself. Like, you have to know what works for you, what does not work for you. You have to know what is in your mind, what is in your heart. A lot of people do not know this. I know it seems like, how do people not know this? And they have themselves all the time, but a lot of people don't pay themselves any real attention. So you have to be able to listen to yourself. And the reason why that itself is important, doubters. Let's say you have people around you that doubt you constantly. Let's say you're in a negative environment and people are constantly filling you with doubt. People are pretty much saying that you don't have the ability to do what it is that you wish to do. You're just surrounded by naysayers. You have to be able to block that out somehow. And the way you block that out is by hearing yourself. You have to hear yourself. Like, for example, there was a basketball team here in Atlanta that finished with a losing record, right? And everyone thought they weren't going to make the playoffs. And they made the playoffs for the 7th straight time as an 8 seed, which is a low seed for those who don't understand basketball playoff terminology. And they played the best seed, which is a 1 seed, which is a team that everybody picked to go and actually go to the NBA Finals. And in the first game of that series, they blew that team out. Okay? Now, granted, it went 7 games, and, by the end, they were gassed and they couldn't really keep up. The point is, they could have listened to the people in the backyard. They could have listened to the analysts. They could have listened to the naysayers. They could have listened to the blogs, the websites. They could have just listened. Because no one, it was a few people. This is the thing. You have people who really watch basketball, and then people who really watch basketball locally saying that, all right, they had a chance. You know what I mean? Like, it'll take 1 or 2 games. I thought they had a chance to steal the series, and they did. They did. They had the Pacers looking very vulnerable on the road. They went into Indiana and won games and had a game that they should have won that I'm not going to talk about. But my point in saying all that is if you listen to the naysayers, you listen to that, it can affect you. It can affect where you are, because let's say if people keep saying that you don't have a strong enough sense of self, that's going to sink in. Their perception can become your reality. And that's when it starts to get dangerous, because if someone constantly tells you that you can't, and you yourself don't believe you can, you're going to accept that you can't. And once you accept that, it's a dangerous uphill battle if you ever want to change that. So what I'm saying is, hear yourself over everyone else. And once you hear yourself, then when you do have problems, then when you have things like you can't, you are the answers to your own problem. Because if people are constantly telling you that and you can, you're answering can't with can. You're answering negativity with positivity. You're answering their problem with your solution. Okay? And it's to me a simple concept. Now, everyone may not see it that way, that simple. People may take what people say and value other people's words as if it is the holy grail. Me personally, I can care less what people say about me. I am the guy that has done 4 of these videos. I have yet to shave. I am walking around with the coolest nappy fro ever, and that is that. Artist mindset. I'm going to be me. I might cut it, but if I'm cutting it, it's because I want to cut it, because I'm tired of managing it. I'm cutting this because I just feel like cutting it. And I know last video I said I was going to cut it, but I got busy this weekend. Me and my barber couldn't link up. I'm sorry. But, anyway, not to, drive too far away from my point. You have to understand who you are so you can answer your own questions. You have to be able to hear yourself and just think, what, do I really want to do this? That's a great question to ask yourself. You can ask that aloud. I do it all the time. People think I'm crazy, but no, the thing is, I have to ask myself, is this really something I want to do? Is this, how does this work? You just have to sit back and think it out. And I can do this because I've figured out who I am. And there's still some aspects of me that, I'm still looking at and working on. But as far as the core person, you have to understand your core person. Once you understand your core person, everything else can fall into place. See, a lot of us don't listen to our core person because we don't understand our core person. So what we're doing is denying ourselves. Like, you're denying you. You can't be you if you don't know who you are. Who the fuck are you? You have to be you. So listen to yourself to understand yourself, to answer yourself. Alright? You are the answer to your own solutions. You're the answer to your own problems. You are your own solution. Okay? And I can go on for hours about this. I kind of want to. I actually have a little bit more time to. But what I want to do with this one, since this is my 4th Triple M, 4th Monday morning message is what I want to say. So that's what we're going to run with. I want to open this one up to anyone that's watching and wants to go deeper into this subject. Like, if you have any more questions, if you want to expand upon this, if you yourself feel like, hey, I want to do my own webcam video in response to this video, that is cool. I applaud that. I welcome that. I request that. I need that. Because at that point, I wanted to open up to people just don't see it as just me doing this for the benefit of me. I mean, yes, this helps me because this is something I said I've wanted to do for a minute. But I'm doing this to see how people respond and accept it. Because this is something that I feel like some people need. Some people don't really understand how to think things through. It's like, and I realize that, like, I'll have moments where I have a conversation with somebody and it's like, damn, like, how do you not know this? And that's when I realized, everyone isn't on the same wavelength. Everyone progresses at different paths. And then I thought, that's unfair of me to be at a certain wavelength and a certain level and to not give that information back, or to, like, help somebody out who may need that help. So again, that's why I started doing this, And that's a huge part of it. So with this one, I officially opened the invitation for response. I've asked for it before, but for this one, I sincerely would have loved feedback. I want to know what people think. I want to hear your thoughts. Let's talk, because I want to understand, is this something that makes sense to people? Am I just talking out of my ass? I want to know, because with this, I want to keep going. Like I said, this is my fourth one, and with the past two, I think I've really found what I want to do. I found how I want to kind of deliver it, how I want to just bring it out to you guys. Ironically enough, I almost forgot to do this one this morning. Like, I woke up and I was about to run and go hoop, and I was like, you know what? Oh snap! It is Monday. So yeah, I really want you guys to just give me your feedback, to let me know what you think and how you feel about it. Help me, help you, help me, help you. Okay? Cool. But that's about it for today's Monday morning message. That's 5/5/14. I humbly appreciate everyone who watches this. Be it the whole duration, be it 5 minutes, be it you clicking on this by accident and watching the ad and skipping the ad and realizing this is not what you wanted to watch, and you go watch something else. I'm cool with that. I still salute that. Thank you. And with all that being said, as always, visit MarioCordell.com. And that's going to be about it. I appreciate it, people. Conquer your Monday.